what is your experience in the field of psychology?
Well, now I'm a contract lecturer, or same as sort of like adjunct in the psychology department, so teaching it. But before, my experience has been clinical. Some private practice, working in a community mental health center in 2 different state hospitals.
Our whole project is going to be about insanity pleas in court cases.
Mm-hmm.
And so, how often do you think insanity pleas are sincere, and how often do you think that they're used as kind of a last resort to get different sentencing?
Wow, that's a really difficult question, because I'm sure there somewhere there's research, or there are publications where people have assessed that, but I don't know what the data are. So I'm guessing here, but I'm going to guess that insanity plea, just based on what the data that I do know, is how often insanity pleas are successful. Rarely. You know, very rarely. I mean, it's surprisingly little success using the insanity plea. And based on that, I would say that there's a significant number of judges and juries who don't buy it. If that's the case, then there's a significant number of attempts that are just BS. You know, they're just, as you said, they're just an attempt, a diversion, an attempt to, you know, get somebody out of a possible death sentence or a life sentence or something like that. I think, just my personal feeling, I would say significantly more than half the time I think it's, you know, it's just ridiculous to even suggest.
Women are the lifeblood of this church.
Your husband was a pastor, and you admitted to shooting him in the back.
Oh, Matthew, stop it!
There's more to this than you're telling me.
I remember the smell and the sound.
It was the day murder ripped through a little parsonage in a small town in Tennessee. The story played out like a gothic horror. The dead preacher, the wild road trip, his wife and little girls in a shotgun in a van.
This was a marriage where the husband was in charge and made all the decisions.
How many times do I have to tell you?
He would lose his temper. He would belittle her.
Marriage lasted right at 10 years. I believe it was 10 years of hell. She said that he always said that a shotgun like the one he had would make a hole this big in you. And that made her think that a shotgun would get his attention.
Get up. Get up, Matthew. I want to talk.
It's possible when Mary was holding the shotgun on Matthew that she did not intend to kill him. Possibly that she was intending to scare him, taking back her own life. It is entirely possible that was her intention. Things didn't work out that way.
Did she intentionally shoot him? I don't know. I can't say. I don't believe she did. I believe that our theory was that she lost her balance standing on some pillows that he had kicked off the floor, or she went into some type of catatonic state and shot him and doesn't remember shooting him.
All it took was a gun, a demanding spouse, and very fed-up, emotionally distressed housewife by the name of Mary Williams. Mary was all a stubborn housewife wanted to be, quiet, mild-natured, nurturing, and loving, but behind that was a dark side that exploded with such extraordinary measures no one saw it coming. She shot her husband while he kept sleeping and claimed insanity due to emotional distress. This appears in many cases, but somehow Mary got off by usage of this slight technicality. In this video, we will detail the varying aspects of her unique case and question her claim of insanity, debating whether it is real, actually causing her to explode, or simply a sneaky trick by her prosecutors to gain an easy win.